Yo, still Bills, what's the deal, man? Yo, peep game though, man. I was looking at some training footage last night from Manny Pacquiao, man. The dude looks amazing to be 42, man. He really does. He really does, man. I see the game plan in that that small clip of him with working the midst with Boo Boy. I see the game plan. I see what I see what it is that they're going for. I see the in and out movement. I see them punishing and countering the body shots. I see high volume work rate. I see it all. I see putting punches together. You did all punches in his repertoire. The jab, the straight, the hooks, the uppercuts. I see all of it. I see all of it. And I mainly see, like, what I really take away from it is the high volume work rate. You dig? The punch output, the punch volume, the fast feet, him fighting off of the back foot. I see all of that in that one little clip that I saw. And I'm tempted to change my stance on it, but I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. I can't go against the youth and the dude who's proven to be the best, not the best, but the top dog in the division. I can't go against that. I can't do it. I really hope to be proven wrong, because I think, I would love to see. I would love to see a Manny versus Crawford. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see that fight, and I would love to see him defy the odds. I would love to see him, lament his legacy with beating Earl Spence. I think that would be a real dope, accolade to attach to his resume. I think that would be incredible. You dig? He's in my top 5 personally, man. But with him beating the Keith Thurman, and then 2 years later beating the Earl Spence, who's a bit more active, that would now you're talking top 5. You know what I'm saying? It would be he'd be that high up on the pound for pound lists if he was to do something like that in the next couple of weeks. I just personally can't see it happening. I just I can't do it. I can't do it. I do think Earl Spence is gonna come out victorious, but I mean I honestly haven't seen too much training footage from Earl Spence. I haven't, and I barely I just so happened to come across the Manny Pacquiao footage with him and Boo Boy, and I honestly was blown away, man. Even the shadow boxing, everything is there, but the thing is, it's muscle memory. Can he sustain that for a 12-round bout? I don't think Earl Spence is about to knock Manny Pacquiao out. I do not. I don't think none of them niggas is about to knock out Manny Pacquiao. I do not think that. But I do see Manny flashing, brilliance in spurts against the Earl Spence in this fight. I do. But I do see it being, 8-4, 7-5 in favor of Earl Spence. But like I said, the biggest thing, as good as that look, and like I said, man, even on that clip that I saw, he looked a little gassed. He looked a little gassed. Like they had been working for, rounds. Come on, my nigga, the lane about to end. What the fuck wrong with you, bruh? In that little clip, it looked like they had been working for rounds. Like they was deep into the training session. They was deep into it, and he dug deep. His endurance kicked in, and he went deep. He went to work. He got through this training session. He got through that mid workout. So I really do think they're trying to push the cardio in this, and you know what I'm saying, with his training. I do, but it's just, man, we can't ignore 42, and we can't ignore youth. At this moment, I can't go against Earl Spence. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it as much as I want to, because you know Manny is my guy. But I can't do it. I just think, you know, the age is just too. The age factor, man. We cannot get away from the age factor. We can't get away from the fact that Manny back there was 42 and Earl Spence was what, 31, 32. It's a 10, 11 year difference, man. Age would make a hell of a difference. Makes a hell of a difference, man. So I don't see him being able to sustain that for a 12 round bout. Unless he can do it in spurts. Like I said before, he would have to do that in spurts. Like high work rate and then take a round off or so to recuperate, but still have Earl Spence's respect enough to where Earl Spence doesn't just step in and realize, oh, he's resting, so I'm gonna push to action. No, you're still busy while you're resting. You're just not overexerting yourself. You're countering him. You're keeping him off balance with the lateral movement. You're giving him angles. You dig? You're doing all that. He would have to do all of that, but still can, so you know what I'm saying, reserve his energy for the later rounds. You dig? And to keep Earl honest without, you know, him just walking in and walking him down and battering him. He would have to do that. He would have to do that. So I want to give it to Manny, but I just can't. I just can't. I hope he pulls a rabbit out the hat. I really do. I really do. Manny is my guy. That's my guy right there, man. I think, you know, I respect the fuck out of his story, and I just respect what he's doing. I respect the fact that he's got that hunger in him to, you know, erase the loss to Floyd, which is never gonna happen. But he, you know, he's in his head, he's working towards that rematch. So I just want some get back. I just want some get back. So if that's what can keep the engine going, then so be it. But I don't know, man. I mean, you got to remember, man, George Foreman fought, you know, he called a title at 45, like 10 years after his retirement. So I don't think it's impossible that Manny goes in here and does it, because we haven't seen any signs of wear and tear to that degree. The only thing that you know what I'm saying, that alarmed me in that Thurman fight was the fact that you visibly saw him gassing, but you also visibly saw him digging deep. He dug really deep. He dug real deep to pull out that victory. You saw that. So can he do that? Like I said, you know, Spence doesn't bring the level of he doesn't bring the different layers of boxing skill that Keith Thurman does. He doesn't bring the counter punching. He doesn't bring the phone booth fighting. He doesn't bring the footwork. He doesn't bring all of that shit. He brings size. He brings a very much so steady jab. Power puncher, and just raw, just brawn. Because Earl Spence isn't a dude that's gonna, he's not gonna get in your chest. He's gonna stay at mid distance to give himself room to operate. So if he sees that's too much for you, eventually he'll start to inch his way in a little bit more to look to take you out. But you know, that's just what it is, man. He doesn't bring the same skill set as a Keith Thurman, but what he does is very much so effective. This gun is making me hungry. What he does is very effective, man. Him working behind the jab. One thing, like I can see Manny having a real hard time with his jab. I can really see that. I can see that, but I can also see Earl Spence going through hell to stay in front of Manny so he can comfortably land the jab. I can see that as well. So it's a multitude of things that can transpire when this fight goes down in the next couple of weeks, man. But at the moment, I can't go against Earl Spence. Not because I don't want to, but it's just youth, man. Youth. size, height, strength, punching power, punch selection. Earl doesn't have a vast array of punches to throw, man. Like, he doesn't. He doesn't. And I don't think he's going to be close enough to land that, those hooks to the body on Manny Pacquiao that he would want to. Because if he takes that extra step in to where he's close enough to land effective hard body shots, hard hooks to the body, that puts him in danger of being too close to Manny Pacquiao and allowing them short arms to operate. You dig? It's more. Manny Pacquiao has far more avenues into beating Errol Spence. He does. He can do him like he did Brandon Rios and just continue to use lateral movement and cut angles on him. He could outwork him in the clinch. He could counter him more effectively. He can, you can just consistently get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, out, get out. He could do that. If this was an earlier Manny Pacquiao, I have more faith in him doing that. But like I said, this isn't an early Manny Pacquiao. This is a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao coming off of a 2-year layoff. That's what this is right now. That's what this is, man. So I can't give it to Manny Pacquiao as much as I want to. I can't do it. It's gonna be a good one, man. But I just think Earl's jab is gonna give him a lot more trouble than we think. And we're not seeing the best of either one of them. You dig? As far as training footage goes, I gotta watch their series or whatever, because I haven't watched it yet, and I want to see how Earl's looking in training camp. I know they leaked some sparring footage. I didn't even see the footage, but I wouldn't personally have gone off of that anyway, man, because I've explained it before, man. There's layers, man, when it comes to sparring. The motherfucker who was more than likely afflicting him in sparring, who's to say he didn't get in there after the 7th and 8th round? Who's to say that? You dig? You're fighting, you're in there with a more depleted fighter up against a fresher fighter. That shit matters. That shit matters. So I didn't too much pay, and I didn't pay no attention to that. Not because it's only sparring. No, sparring tells a tale. But the thing is, on fight night, when they get in there, if Errol Spence is tired and depleted, Manny is just as tired and depleted, because they both went through the equal amount of rounds fighting each other together. It's no, all right, cool, after 3 or 4 rounds, we're going to switch you out. No, it's none of that. You dig? A lot of that is to build your endurance and build your cardio and see where how sharp your skill set is, where you're drained, you're losing energy, man. So I'm gonna put you in there with the fresher fighter, but your tools are so sharpened and your IQ is so heightened that you're not gonna exert as much energy when we bring in a fresher fighter, because you're just that much more sharper. When you're sharper, you consume more energy. So I wasn't tripping off of Errol Spence looking bad in sparring. I didn't pay that no mind. Just like I don't pay no mind with Canelo. Just like I don't pay no mind with Tyson Fury. I don't pay it no mind, man. I don't pay it no mind. People who ain't never threw on no gloves don't know how sparring works. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it though, man. I'll most definitely be tuning in. I think I might fuck around and even order that fight, unless my man order it and I'll slide over to his crib. But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's how I'm feeling, man. I got Errol Spence winning 7-5, 8-4. But good luck to my guy Manny, man. Peace.